Good morning, my loves. Happy Wednesday. Interesting topic today. This is good. Are you an honorable person? Now, back in the day, now remember, I'm older than dirt, but back in the day, it was big. You wanted to be an honorable person. That was a big thing. You wanted people to be able to respect you, to know that if they came to you, they could trust you, that your word meant something. If you borrowed $5 and said you'd pay it back on Tuesday, you would pay it back, maybe even Monday, but you would pay it back. Are you an honorable person? Do you lie? Now, there are more than one ways of lying. There is just prevaricating, pulling shit out of the air, pulling it out of your butt, and it is just a weak excuse. And you will always be caught. People can tell. There is lying by omission. And that's just stupid. You will tell the truth up to a point, and then you might skip over a few facts. No, because those few facts will come to light at some point. So lying by omission doesn't work. If you are in court, maybe you're a witness, maybe it's a civil suit, whatever, and you have to take the stand. The bailiff says, put your hand here. Do you promise to tell the truth, nothing but the truth? And you agree. What you gonna do? Seriously, what are you gonna do? Are you going to actually tell the truth? Even if it makes you look bad, even if you're guilty of doing something stupid, are you gonna tell the truth? Are you instead going to lie by omission? Are you going to prevaricate? Are you going to plead the fifth and not say a word? What are you going to do? Okay, next scenario. You take an oath of office. You might be, I don't know, a mayor. You could be a senator, even, yes, the president. Supreme Court justices take two oaths. I was going to say these people take an oath of office. A Supreme Court justice takes two separate oaths. Okay, we all know politicians, and to the politicians that are my clients, hi! Does the oath that you took, think about this and be honest with yourself for once. Does that oath mean a damn thing to you? Or is it just wah, 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 yeah, let's get on to the perks of the job. Yeah. See, I have celebrity clients. I have clients that are politicians. I am not Willy Wonka. I do not sugarcoat anything, and this is exactly how I am with them. And you should see the expressions on their face. We have wonderful conversation, but it's like, damn. Well, sorry. If you promise to do something for your kids, you're going to take them skating, you're going to take them to the movies. Do you? Or is it, look, I'm busy. I have other things to do. I'll do it next week. No. Keep your word to your babies. Keep your word. Especially, I cannot emphasize this enough, if you're co-parenting, if you aren't living in the home with your children, and you promise to have them on a weekend, you're going to take them out on Wednesday night for pizza, come hell or high water, do it. Unless you've broken your leg, you're in the hospital, something major comes up, keep your word to your children, okay? That is huge. That is, I just cannot emphasize that enough. Keep your word to your kids. Just stopping by. And if you said, yeah, I might stop by on my way home from work, do it. Go to the piano recitals, the school plays, the football practice. Go. There's no reason not to. Your children are your first priority, whether you're living in the home with them or not. I don't care if you have 10 kids. Each of those children are your priority. And yeah, going to all of their functions might not leave you time to hang out with your friends. have drinks, go to movies, go on dates. Your kids are more important than any of that. Your friends can wait, your dates can wait. You keep your word to your kids. Absolutely, positively. Every time. Do you keep your word to your spouse or significant other? Oh, baby, I'll never cheat. I'll never leave you. Uh-huh. And? Now, there is physical cheating where you scamper off with somebody and have a hotel room and things happen. There is emotional cheating where you have deep, dark conversations opening up to someone. That's emotional cheating. Where you find a safe space outside your marriage. That can be emotional cheating. It counts. Flirting can be cheating. Yeah. So this is, I know, it's a lot to think about. It's like, why are you telling me this? Because you need to think about it. These are things that people don't want to acknowledge. I see clients, right? I am their safe space. You can tell me absolutely anything, and trust me, people do. It doesn't go any further. By law, it can't. HIPAA. Can't say a word. And, we're trying to work on an important problem that they're dealing with, and they won't tell me all of the whole truth. They'll tell me bits and pieces. Well, thank God I'm a psychic. Seriously, I am. I'm a psychic medium. Always have been, always will be. And I know what they're holding back. So I will let it go for a little bit, and then I call them on it. Look, why aren't you telling me about X, Y, Z? And their eyes get big. Well, no. If you really want this problem to be resolved, you really have to be honest with me. You have to be honest with yourself. So let's start over from ground one. Go for it. I know, I'm evil, I'm just horrible. But I have great success with people. But you have to face the truth. I want you to be honorable. I want people to look at you and say, hey, that's a good person. They keep their word. If they tell you they're going to do something, they're going to do it. My best friends will tell you. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow through. And if it's a long-term project, I will be checking in with you periodically. And that is a real issue with doctors, with myself, mental health care providers, including myself, that we'll be treating somebody and we treat them, maybe every 2 weeks. And you will say, call me in a couple of days and let me know how you're doing. And they won't. They say they will. Oh, I promise I will. And they won't. It's important. If your provider asks you to do something, please do it. If they ask you to call and check in, please do so. That is very, very important. We need to know if we need to change anything, alter anything. That's very important. As does paying them. If we treat you, we want to be paid for that. If you go to work and you work all day, you work your 40 hours, 80 hours, and it's time for your paycheck, what if your boss came up and said, yeah, well, I'll get back to you on that. Run a little short this week. We all need to be paid. Be honorable. So I gave you a lot to think about and cuss about and be mad at me about. But I gave you a lot to think about, bottom line. I want you to be honorable. You're worthy.